U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo waits for the start of a meeting of NATO foreign ministers at NATO headquarters in Brussels on Friday, April 27, 2018. NATO is set on Friday to hold its last major meeting in its old headquarters, with talks focused on strained ties with Russia, a fresh peace effort in Afghanistan and a new training mission for Iraq. Virginia Mayo, Associated Press, Tel Aviv, Israel. The latest on U.S. Secretary of State Pompeo's trip to the Middle East, all times local, 6:15 p.m. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has offered a strong boost of support for Israel against Iran. On his first official trip abroad, Pompeo met with Israeli Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Tel Aviv on Sunday to discuss both countries' concerns about Iran. Both men described the talks as successful. He remained deeply concerned about Iran's dangerous escalation of threats to Israel and the region, and Iran's ambition to dominate the Middle East remains. Pompeo said, "The United States is with Israel in this fight." Pompeo also said the U.S. will withdraw from the international nuclear agreement with Iran if it is not renegotiated. Netanyahu has long urged the international community to revise the deal or scrap it. _____ 5 p.m. The new U.S. Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, has arrived in Israel for talks with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Pompeo is using the Middle East leg of his first official trip abroad to punish Iran for its missile programs. Ahead of Pompeo's arrival, Netanyahu said the talks would focus on Iran's growing aggression in the region and the upcoming U.S. decision on the international nuclear agreement with Iran. He called Pompeo, who advocates a hard line against Iran, a true friend of Israel. Pompeo arrived Sunday afternoon after talks in Saudi Arabia, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in Saudi Arabia, kicking off the Middle East leg of his first trip abroad as America's top diplomat. His visit on Saturday comes just weeks ahead of several key dates that have potential to further roil the already volatile region. President Donald Trump has set a May 12 deadline to decide whether to pull out of the Iran nuclear deal, something he appears likely to do despite heavy pressure to stay in from European and other parties. 2 days later, the U.S. plans to open its new embassy in Jerusalem, marking a significant shift in decades of American policy toward Israel and the Palestinians, who also claim the Holy City is their capital. After Saudi Arabia, Pompeo goes to Israel and Jordan. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.